The world thinks it understands the Middle East, but on this day, November 28th, the truth behind its borders was revealed. For more than 6 centuries, the Ottoman Empire was one of the strongest forces on earth. It controlled the holy cities of Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem. Its armies marched across continents. Its culture shaped Europe, Asia, and Africa. But by the early 1900s, this once powerful empire was slowly falling apart. The root cause was not a single event. It was a mixture of debt, internal weakness, rising nationalism, European interference, and a world war that exposed every crack. The Ottomans were drowning in foreign loans. Their military was outdated. New ideas of nationalism were spreading in the Balkans and the Arab world, and powerful European nations were watching closely, waiting for the right moment to divide the empire's lands. When the First World War arrived, the Ottomans joined the losing side, and when the war ended, the victorious powers, Britain and France, decided the future of the Middle East without considering its people. They had already made a promise to the Arabs: fight with us, and we will give you independence. Arab fighters believed in this dream and fought courageously, but the promise was never real. Behind closed doors, Britain and France had already signed a secret plan in 1916, called the Sykes-Picot Agreement. Two men sat in a room and drew straight lines on a map, dividing the Middle East like pieces of a pie. They ignored tribes, religions, cultures, and histories. Their only interest was power, oil, and control. This secret agreement was the beginning of a century of conflict. Then, on November 28th and the days surrounding it, the world witnessed the final stage of the Ottoman Empire's collapse. The Treaty of Esfres confirmed the empire's destruction. The Ottomans were forced to surrender almost all their lands. Britain took Iraq, Palestine, and Jordan. France took Syria and Lebanon. New borders were created that split ethnic groups and forced old enemies into the same borders. The Kurds were promised a homeland but never received it. Armenians hoped for protection but were left exposed. Arabs who dreamed of independence were placed under European control. Every modern conflict in the region, Iraq, Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, and the Kurdish question can be traced back to this moment. But in the middle of this humiliation, one man refused to accept defeat. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk rose from the ashes of war and told his people that Turkey would not die. He began a national resistance movement that pushed out foreign forces. And in 1923, the Treaty of Lausanne replaced the old humiliating treaty. It recognized the modern Republic of Turkey independent, sovereign, and reborn. The fall of the Ottoman Empire on November 28th is not just the story of an empire dying. It is the story of how modern borders were created through foreign interests rather than local voices. It is the story of how one empire's fall reshaped millions of lives. Today, when we look at conflicts in the Middle East, the question is not why these conflicts began, it is why they are so hard to solve. They are rooted in decisions made by foreign leaders who never understood the land they were dividing. A line drawn in a room a century ago continues to shape lives today. November 28th stands as a reminder: when borders are drawn without wisdom, peace becomes almost impossible. And when promises are broken, generations pay the price. History is not old, history is living inside us. One day, one event, one lesson. Mr. Fidi,